Welcome to my channel. Today I want to get all this stuff put away, so I thought I better make a video and show you this stuff so I can put it away. I didn't want to make this video. I wasn't planning on making this video, but I got another tool haul and it's a pretty good one, so I'm just gonna show you what I got and then I can put the stuff away and move on. So I'll tell you the story about it when I get to it, and then we can go through it, and that'll be good. Another tool review, tool haul, etc. Kids are out there playing, making all kinds of noise. The last one, which was it was a week from Sunday, it's now Monday, but so a week ago, I went and I bought those hand planes, which I made a video about. Good deal on hand planes. And then I've been seeing, it's funny, I thought there wasn't, certain times you think that stuff's hard to find and not out there, but then now it's kind of wild. It's like garage sale season, and there's always estate sales also, but every once in a while there just be huge amazing collections of certain tools, and this was one of them. So I just want to go through and show you this haul, and then I can find homes for this stuff. I'm kind of running out of room, really. I kind of buying more stuff. I should get rid of some. I should get rid of some things. So I'll be working on that, and I'm trying to make this hand tool collection work. So I'm also thinking about redoing some of these areas and making some kind of a shelving system, or like a hand tool kind of an area, and so I'm going to work on that. That's just another thing I'm going to add to the program here. But hey, welcome back. Okay, so I got this just so you can kind of see everything pretty good. And so just I'll tell you the story with this sale. Okay, this is kind of like an estate sale, but they just did like a garage sale. This one in particular was, I would call, like a motherlode collection. This guy was a collector of all kinds of tools and antiques, like metal irons and shoe molds and brass bells, nails, nuts, hardware, just all kinds of stuff, and a lot of good stuff. Oh, he had a whole, probably about 8 or 9, 10 brace drills. I remember what they're called now, kinda. Yeah, so let me just jump into it. I went out there originally because they had pictures of the garage sale with, there was a really nice plane collection, hand planes, really super clean, all different kinds and spoke shades, and but I didn't realize it was going on the day before, and they had people interested, and then some guy probably right before me bought the whole lot, and they were selling stuff really cheap, so he got the whole entire collection of hand planes for very cheap, and it was a very nice collection. But still, so I missed that, which is fine, because I already have a bunch I don't even need. So, but this was hiding in a box somewhere, a number 45, and I'm gonna have to brush up and probably watch some videos on this, and like I said, I'm not an expert on hand tools, but I know they could be fairly costly, and it was good. And so this stuff was all thrown in kind of together. So like this has a tag of $25 on it, but I made two piles. The first one I paid $30 for all of it, and then I went back and looked at more and paid him another 20 bucks. So I really only paid $50 for all this stuff. And pretty good condition. And I know, so there's a bunch of things this can do, and I don't know what they all are, but it's kind of cool to have one, I guess. So that's the plane that's left, or that was there. And then, you know, stuff like this for lathe. I'm getting into lathe turning, so these calipers, these are nice and big. A bunch of auger bits, and like I said, it was all added up together, so it's all very cheap. I bought a couple of these just for the heck of it. And here's a wood rasp. It's very nice, very sharp, still very good. Some wood rasps. Okay, so I don't know if I'm gonna go in order or not, but I bought these kind of at the last moment, thinking it's just kind of cool to have this. This is like a shoulder braced. It seems very old. The shoulder braced drill. I think you can bear down on it and really, I'm not sure how to use it exactly, but just a quick cleanup, a little bit of oiling. Anyway, that's that one. And then I got these really nice old, I kind of bought the ones that looked older. These are drills. I saw these on some old, you know, Mr. Chickadee videos. I don't know if you guys are, probably some people are into that. It's really got a lot of really cool videos. So this is kind of what inspired these. These are nice. 2 of them, 2 different sizes. Okay, well, it's a lot, but it's also not a huge haul, but it's pretty good. A lot of drill bits. Now, I had a few of these already, but this is quite a brace drill collection. Basically, you know, I never had anything before that could run this, that worked for these, so now I could use this thing, see how it works. Never even used one of these before. I think it clamps it at an angle. So I watched a guy that restored these things, and so took one apart. There was a channel I just found, actually. I can't remember exactly what it's called. It's like Hand Tool Works or something. He has got a lot of cool videos about restoring old stuff, which I'm kind of into. It's pretty cool, you know, just these old tools, and I mean, they're just neat. This, you know, you could really use these to drill some holes. Of course, you can do it with power tools, but it's just quieter, and then if they're nice and sharp, they'll cut really well, and they're very usable. So that clamped in there really nice, and of course, sure, you could ratchet this maybe. Let's see. Yeah. Yep. Either way, like if that's for if you're drilling, probably sending screws. So, okay. I don't know why I'm trying to do this in order. I was looking at the hand planes first, and those got snapped up. It had everything from just all kinds of really nice, clean condition, shiny. This guy kept his tools very nice. A lot of things were oiled and well kept. Those were gone. Somebody bought the whole lot, and it went all the way up to probably number 8. I really wasn't needing too many planes, but I was interested more in the spoke shaves. But anyway, that's gone. I did get this plane, which was in the mix of everything I got, was probably ended up being next to nothing, $5 or something. I think those go for pretty good money. But okay, so mostly there was piles and piles of stuff, and I mean, tons of hand tools. It's just one of these collectors that just had a wide array of stuff. And so he had to move to whatever the local old folks home is out there. And, what's unfortunate is that his kids or whoever are going to sell the house, and they're basically, it's kind of like having a estate sale. They're basically just clearing out the stuff after. I mean, this guy had probably a little bit over the top, but he had just a very extensive collection. I mean, I don't have any footage or pictures of it, but anyway. So I picked up some random tools in that mix, which is like he had a huge pile of hammers, but I just grabbed ones I thought might be handy, like this larger, heavy ball peen hammer. That might be good for forging, is what I was thinking if I ever get to that. So there's that. A couple more kind of unique hammers. Like, I don't know if this is a tack or a body hammer or some kind of cool hammer. Could put a new handle on it or fix that up. So that's a hammer. And then this one also is very heavy. Looks like it was almost hand forged. I just thought that was kind of neat. It's kind of heavy hammer. The handle is a little undersized here. Speaking of handles, there was a whole box of these handles, and just random assortment. Some axe handles, old handles. Some of them are cracked. They have cracks in the wood, but this is like you can use it for a paint pole. But there was a bunch of these that were new. They're a little slight warp, but these are just nice handles. It says machinist hammer, and it's old, tough stuff. OP Link Handle Company, genuine hickory, Salem, Indiana. So hickory, and you could repurpose these for other handles, but there's a bunch of them. Here's another ink. So hammer handles. Can't go wrong with some extra hammer handles, or axe handles. I thought that's kind of good. And then there's some of these smaller ones too, which, I could rehandle one of these. Even put, like this one, I feel like I could put a bigger. So that's those. So then there's this one too. So, yeah. And I looked these up. They're cheap to buy, but they were even cheaper back then. 75 cents. Here's one that says Madden Handle, Northern Hickory, Mount Vernon, Indiana. So it's probably the same brand. Another one was $1.75. It said on there somewhere. Or $1.49. 16-inch blacksmith hammer. That's a nice heavy, or a bigger one. So like, this one's got really long and it's broken, so I could basically probably rehandle this. So that's some handles, and it came with this axe handle, which is kind of a light duty one, and it's got dry rot cracks. So, but still, I thought could use it for something. Everything seems so useful. Okay, I'll try to get rid of the big stuff. Then he also had in the corner a whole bunch of saws, which I don't want to get carried away. I mean, there was a bunch of really nice skinny two-man crosscut saws. There was one of these that was bigger, very nice. Looked like it was almost restored. I have one up on my up on my garage already. I'll show you that really quick. He had one that was similar to this one. Actually, it was probably a little bigger, and it had the handle on the end, and he had that one for that was for sale. I think it might have was bigger, but anyway, not to get carried away with the big saws because I don't have a whole lot of room, but I thought this was pretty cool because this is like the crosscut saw, and it seems pretty old. It even has this dimple in the end, which kind of, I think, denotes a quality saw. This one you can actually use for like branch size things or small logs. I think I just need to tighten up the handle, maybe clean it up. I might file this stuff someday. There's a tab in here, but it's totally rusted. I don't know what this says, but the handle's still in pretty good shape except for it's loose. But yeah, I think this is a pretty cool saw. Like I said, I already showed this one a little bit, but this is, I think it's like, I have to look this one up. I'm not sure how you even, you push down on it, I believe, to get some extra pressure, and then you can drill. It's probably for more like timber framing or bigger, it's just when you got to drive something bigger. So that's cool. And then, so I showed this already, but I think this looks like it might be rosewood. I'm not sure. It's got a crack in the handle. But yeah, brace drill. They had a couple of really bigger ones. I was trying to the bigger throw, but I just grabbed two of them. And actually, this one just has like a larger chuck size. Okay. So now, kind of get to the small stuff, with the exception of these two electric motors I bought at the end. He had all kinds of, nails and nuts and screws and all the small stuff, but I bought these ones just because I thought they were kind of cool. It's a Carlene line clamp. Not even really sure what that is, but it seemed like these could be handy for something, in the future. So I just like kind of unique thing. And this, I had bought, here's one of these, adjustable drill. And I had just saw a video, I was just watching a video about this, and the guy was fixing this up and sharpening, and there I found a really nice one. So that's a adjustable drill bit. So speaking of drill bits, I got a whole bunch of them. There's a bunch in these. There's a whole bunch in here. Oh, that's just a metal one. I thought they were all. Let me open these up real quick. There's a bunch of them that were the brace drills. Okay. So that's these ones that are all in these packages. Now, oh, that's a reamer. Okay. I didn't even know what was all in there, but I thought good stuff, There's another brace drill. So I have a few of these, but I wanted to buy a bunch. I figure you can find these all over, but I figure since I have the drills now, I might as well have some of those that are for, for the auger bits, basically. So now I have a whole bunch of them because there's a bunch in there. And there's a bunch. There was some in different boxes. So here's here is a bunch of small ones, which could be very handy. All these nice small ones, and then there's a bunch like this. Just might need a quick sharpening. Like I said, I was just watching a video about sharpening these from the guy. I think his name's Hand Tool Works or something like that. Hand Tool. You'll find it if you look for it. But some cool videos on sharpening these and tool restoration stuff as far as old hand tools go. So basically just a whole bunch of these bits. They could be cleaned up, sharpened. I'm sure some of them work. Like this one looks very sharp already. So maybe I'll chuck that one up. I'll try a couple of these sometime here. At the end, I'll try a couple drill bits and maybe that saw. Just all kinds of drill bits. So this is just stuff I found. There was tons more, but I'm trying to get a little choosy because I don't want, you know, I'm running out of room. I don't want to buy too much stuff because, why is this one stuck? Jeez. Okay. It's got some coating on. Oh, that's a nice bit. It's got, actually, it was sharpened. Looks like it's got that wax stuff on it from a sharpening company. So, let's see this one. So these are like metal cutting drill bits. So a bunch of drill bits. It's another one. So now I have a very extensive collection of brace drill bits, which I paid next to nothing for. I almost feel bad sometimes. I don't want to get too carried away. Like, I don't want to buy stuff I don't need, somebody else could use maybe. So here's a nice one, very sharp. These might have been sharpened, but anyway, I don't know if I need to. I probably won't keep them in these things. I'll just keep them in I'll keep them in collection somewhere, you know. They don't really need to be in those. So okay, that's so these were in a separate box, all these things. And then the small ones were in a separate location. So I just kind of bunched everything together. And then in a different toolbox, I got some of these. Like, I don't really need them, but I thought just as like metal, you know, I might turn those into something else later, because people aren't really using these kind of this is like a masonry drill bit you'd hit with a hammer. It's a masonry drill, but you know, people aren't using these things really these days unless you're doing some stone carving or something. So I just got a couple of those just for the heck of it. And then this drill bit was in here, but so in another toolbox, back it right here. Another one, there was a drawer full of these. They kind of seem like hardened. You know, these are drill bits more for drilling metal. They're nice, and most of them are nice and sharp. These ones are very sharp. But anyway, these are all kind of like nice hardened metal cutting drill bits. So those are very handy to have. I have another collection of those somewhere, but this, like I said, mostly for cutting metal. So that is a bunch of random drill bits, which I already have a ton of, but it's always nice to have sharp ones on hand and just plenty to choose from. So it might be overboard with that, but so put those off here. Drill bits. And then there was a couple of these, which are the adjustable ones. They look like a little more of a modern version. They're missing the cutter parts, but I thought, what the heck, I'll buy those too. And so I did. And here's just random keys for electric motors. Those come in handy if you need one. A couple of these old screwdrivers. Oh, what's it say? What's it say? Patent pending. Man, I cannot see what that says. Oh, Stanley. Maybe. No? Is it Stanley? I don't know. Anyway. It's a screwdriver. Old-fashioned screwdriver. And then there's another one of these, which is adjustable drill bit. And if I could find or make a cutter, just all these things are, you got to be careful, become very time consuming. Small drill bits, random stuff here, random piece of metal. Oh, another small little screwdriver is kind of cool. This is like a bearing puller or some kind of a puller, which can be handy to have some of those. I have a couple. And it's just like a staple puller, I think, or a little nail puller. Nice little tool. Pocket ruler. I don't have one, but if I ever start wearing an apron, some more random drill bits. Sharp. Just nice. These are just nice. They look like they're all the same size. 9/32. So drill bits. A couple more drill bits. I don't know what this is. Some kind of a point thing. Not sure what that is. Some other. I'm not sure what these are. Just small. It could be for a compass, or maybe they're for, I don't think they're motor parts. They're like points. Not sure about those. Small drill bits. There's another case of, I thought these were stamps, but no, there's a bunch of, those are kind of neat. A whole bunch of feeler gauges, carburetor, something or other. Okay, well, a couple of letter stamps. So just random, some random stuff in there. And then there's, of course, I showed you this already. This is really nice drill bit. Another one of these. Like, all of them seem to be missing the cutters. And then a couple of random files, which I thought, I don't know if I use these, or, you know, you could steal the tool steel and make some other things with it. So, but, you know, because I got a ton of chisels already. This is just kind of like good tool steel, is what I was thinking. And then there's another little, like a mini carving chisel. You can see how nice that metal was polished, shiny at one point, and now it's patinaed. But random paintbrush. And then another big haul part was like all these, you know, just a whole bunch of really nice, you know, chainsaw files and triangle files, which is great for if you're sharpening. I got into a little bit of saw sharpening recently, so those triangle ones are great for saws. And then the round ones are like kind of like chainsaw files. And I didn't buy too many big ones. I already have quite a collection of other, files. So I bought all these small ones for you know, saw sharpening really. And here's one file holder. So that's that. And just some small random stuff. A couple of these I did buy thinking like for the lathe, like you can set this, just some old calipers, and you can set this to a size and then use that like for the lathe. That was my idea there. These are basically like manual calipers for those. And then also I don't have too many things like this I was thinking of for the lathe. So those, and then I showed you in the beginning, this big pair is pretty cool too. So that's pretty much it. That's the haul. Yeah. Oh, the one other thing I did buy, I'll show you, hold on. The one other thing was, I saw these and I wasn't sure, but this is a nice old, this is like a GE electric motor. It's old, the bearings are good. I think you can oil the bearings, but I think it's like a third, there's a tag on it. I think it is a third horsepower, or maybe a quarter horse, okay? But the cool thing about this, I just bought these right at the end thinking, you know, you never know, you could make a tool, you could use this for a tool or make a tool with it. And the cool thing about these old motors is they run really nice and smooth. They run amazing. Just listen to this thing run. And I haven't done anything to it. This is the way it was sitting. And you know, it's like I said, I think the guy kept good condition, but check this out. Ooh. I got a little bit of a bad connection from my thing, but anyway, that needs a switch on it, but that's a pretty smooth running motor. And this was $5. $5 for this one. And another one, which was also $5. So here's the other one, which was, this one's kind of good because I might actually need this because I got this old blower up there for my air scrubber. And I don't know how long that motor will hold up, but this is like a motor for some kind of a fan like that or something. I think this is actually it's decent. It's a third horse, and I think it's like brand new. It's still got the thing. It was in a package, and everything's smooth. So that's a brand new motor, and I don't know how much. You know, surely they don't cost $5. They probably cost quite a bit to buy. Might be, you know, like $50, $100 to $150. I don't know, but they're not $5. I know that. So that's an electric motor. And I said I'll just put this stuff away. I'll just store it till the day I might need it. And then also I got these. Oh. This is just a random box of different pulleys. Now they don't fit these motors, but I bet you they'll fit some stuff I do have. And this you could change the gearing or the ratio on some machines, or I just thought you never know if you might need a drive pulley. So those are kind of good. So there's back in here, and they're just nice parts. You know, it's like if you need something like that, or I had the idea of eventually make some kind of a tool. You know, I might actually make something. Take one of these motors, put a belt to it. I mean, you could make a buffing thing or a sander. I had the thought of making some kind of a sander thing. But yeah, that's pretty much the haul. I missed out on the mega amazing hand plane collection, but that's how it goes. And I still got a lot of stuff, half of which I really don't need, but in effort to build the hand tool collection. I think these brace drills pretty cool, and especially with all the bits. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, gotta line it up. Maybe that's it. It's got this little, yeah. All right, well, let's make a couple cuts and see how this stuff works. And that's just the latest haul. Now, the funny thing about this is I've got there's another big, I'm gonna really try to slow it down and be very choosy. Get some stuff I want, and maybe I need to get rid of some other things, but yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and make some cuts.